Hello, good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope everyone is very, very positive and is preparing well for the exam. And thank you to all of you for supporting me and subscribing to my channel. So that really motivates me, and I am really, really thankful to all of you. For those who are new to the channel, who are coming to the channel for the first time, for that, I would love to give you a brief introduction. I am Alka Kandwal, and this channel is basically for those candidates who are appearing for competitive exams and wherein computer section is a mandatory section, and those who are not from the computer background, that becomes a difficult section to attempt. So a playlist has been created. If you go through the playlist, and I assure you all that you will definitely face it, you will find it very easy to solve that particular section. Next is the mathematical section that will go hand in hand. That is definitely helpful for all those candidates who are preparing for the competitive exams, and also grade 10, 11 children of CBSE and ICSE. And we are also taking Python as a programming language. So those who have taken elective as computer science in 11th and 12th class, so it is very helpful for all of you. So keep motivating me, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribing to the channel so that I will come up with many interesting sessions and fruitful sessions for all of you. तो आज का चैनल, आज का जो सीरीज है वो शुरू करते हैं. Today's session is about the assistant question paper of IGNOU. I was going through a student of mine. He shared the question paper. He recently appeared for the exam. So he could solve some of the questions which were discussed in the class. So जब मैंने क्वेश्चन पेपर देखा तो मैंने देखा है कि जो डिफिकल्टी लेवल है वो इंक्रीज होती जा रही है डे बाय डे. सो ये सेक्शन अगर हम लोगों ने पहले से ही अच्छे से ध्यान नहीं दिया तो इधर हमारे मार्क्स कटने के चांसेस हैं. And we all know the importance of half marks, 0.25, 0.50 marks in the competitive exams, right? So इसलिए मैंने सोचा कि आज वो क्वेश्चन पेपर ही हम लोग साथ में डिस्कस कर लेते हैं कि अगर वही टाइप के क्वेश्चन अगर आपको फिर से दूसरे एग्जाम्स में मिले तो हम लोग मिस्टेक ना करें. So I will be sharing the question paper only, and let us do the requisites. Yes. So let us get started. So here we go. So first question, ये question तो हमने कर रखा था फर्स्ट या सेकंड सेशन में ही हमने ये question कर रखा था. That match the following. So first generation uses what? Second generation uses what? So this we have done in detail. So first generation definitely it uses the vacuum tubes. So that is the correct answer. What is the second generation? Second generation used the transistors, and third generation used the integrated circuit, and fourth generation is the microprocessor. So now let us look for the option में कौन सा सही है? A का 2 होगा, yes, A का 2 होगा, B का 3 होगा, C का 1 है, yes, integrated circuit, and D is 4. So yes, the correct answer is option D. So that is the correct answer, absolutely. So let us move ahead with the next question. First, let me clear it, and then we go to the next section, next question. Okay, that we have already done. ये तो हमने पहले भी किया था. अब second question है, the brain of the computer. What is the brain of the computer? The brain of the computer is nothing but, tell me. This we have done. The central processing unit, the CPU, that is the brain of the computer. That we have been learning from our childhood only, no? So the processor is the basic brain of all the activities, right? So the brain of the computer is option 2. Option 2 is the correct answer. Let us move ahead. This again, this is a question जो कि थोड़ा सा अब आपके हार्ड उसमें आ गया कि जनरली we don't know, but we will be covering this in our networking part. Don't worry, we will take up in detail. So unlicensed ISM band frequency is 2.4 gigahertz. So the answer to this question is 2.4 gigahertz. And mega, giga, all these we have done in the previous sessions. So kindly go through it. Okay. So moving ahead. So the answer is option 3 here. Let us move ahead. Question number 4. Let us see what is the question. Now there are some statements given and they are asking us to choose the correct statement out of all these statements. So let us see. Let us go through it. Just hold on. Yes. Here we go. A computer network is an interconnection among two or more computer devices. Absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. A computer network is an interconnection. Correct. Ethernet is a set of rules that decides how the computers and other devices connect with each other through the cables in the LAN. That is also correct. Ethernet is basically related to the LAN only. Cable TV network is an example of LAN. No, cable TV network comes in under the example of MAN. That is metropolitan area network. That is the range is more, or jo across the cities also it can access. So that is the false statement here. Let us see the next one. URL हमने डिस्कस किया था, URL के बारे में, URL के पार्ट्स के बारे में भी हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया हुआ है. तो अगर जिसने ये क्वेश्चन पेपर, अगर क्वेश्चन पेपर देखने से पहले अगर ये सेशन किया होगा तो उन्होंने पक्का ये आंसर करेक्ट किया होगा. सो यूआरएल इज अ यूनिक address or path for each resources located on the web. That is absolutely correct. And the full form of URL is Uniform Resource Locator. Sometimes it is also known as URN, Uniform Resource Name. The arrangement of computers and other peripherals in a network is called its topology. That is absolutely correct. And this topic I was telling कि इसको भी डिटेल में लेना है. इसमें अलग अलग टोपोलॉजी है. एक ऐसा क्वेश्चन डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर में भी आया था. इन टोपोलॉजी हमारे पास बस टोपोलॉजी है, स्टार टोपोलॉजी है और रिंग टोपोलॉजी है. इनके बारे में डिटेल में भी पढ़ना एक बार जरूरी है. सो within 2-3 days I will be coming up with that topic. That is very important. Fine. So the answer, let us see, A, B, D and E. That these are the correct statements. So the answer will be what? Option 2. Option B, A, B, D, E are the correct statements. So that is the correct answer. So let us move ahead. Let us see the next question. Question number 5. Okay. Question number 5 we come. Question number 5. Let us see. Now, the term computer virus. Who gave the term computer virus? So, yes, Fred Cohen. So, Fred Cohen will be for the first one. Malware identification. That is the heuristics. I gave you in the previous session also computer architecture was given by John von Neumann. So, this is the answer. Trojan horse is non-replicate. It does not self-replicate. खुद से replicate नहीं होता है. तो आंसर क्या है? A का 4 है, B का 3 है, C का 2 है and D का 1 है. So this is the correct answer. I think the answer will be option 4. Okay, so all of you note it down. क्योंकि ये जो है कि ऐसा भी क्वेश्चन आ सकता था कि who among the following gave the term computer virus. So we have to know the person behind the naming and what is virus. What is the full form of virus? Vital information resource. Vital information resource underseas. So this is the full form of virus. Yes, so that is the correct answer. So I hope you all are taking the note of it because you might get some of the question. Okay, and these questions are of a bit high level also और बहुत interesting भी है. Yes, so let us see the next question. What is the next question? Which of the following program would be best suited for helping you to calculate a monthly budget? If you want to make your monthly budget, तो हमको पता है कि हमको Excel है, मगर बहुत सारों को ये नहीं पता होता है कि Excel को ही स्प्रेडशीट बोलते हैं. तो हमारा स्प्रेडशीट इसके लिए बेस्ट होगा, जिसमें हमारे लिए कैलकुलेशंस करने के लिए भी इजी होता है. And you know the Excel worksheet, right? And it consists of various cells. And there was a question in the other question paper I was observing. उसमें आया था कि each formula in the spreadsheet starts with a dash symbol. It starts with the equal to symbol. So ये बहुत छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं जो हम लोग कभी कभी we just neglect this, but they just give the question from those small aspects. So we have to be very careful and attentive when we are listening also. तभी भी हमको बहुत कॉपी लेकर बैठना चाहिए ताकि कि हम लोगों को हम नोट डाउन कर लें. Fine. So now let us do this next question. The key that displays the helpful information about what you are doing. That is the F1 key. F1 key gives the displays the helpful information about what we are doing. So the key to it is F1. Fine. So option 2 is the correct answer to it. So here we have lots of questions ahead. Let us move ahead. Question number 8 है, देखते हैं क्या है. अब इसमें ये question बहुत आए थे कि choose the correct one. This type of question I observed a lot of questions from this type. Microsoft Windows is a database program. Nahi, it is not a database program. Pressing the F3 key displays the help on whatever you are. No, that is also incorrect. A search engine lets you search for web pages for topic. Yes, that is the correct one. A web server is the world's largest supercomputer that contains and runs the internet. Yes. So I told you ना server के बारे में जब हम लोग बात कर रहे थे तभी भी कि it is the like server provides us the information, और जो client होता है वो information मांगता है और server information देता है. A home page is the first web page you see when you connect to the internet. Yes, the first page of the website, that is known as the home page. So the correct answers are C, D, and E. So that is absolutely correct. So that is the correct answer. Option 3 is the correct answer to this. Fine. So yes, option C is the correct answer. Here we move ahead, and I need to read this part. So let us move. Oh, that is now the next question is a very easy one. What is the full form of ROM? So ROM is nothing but read-only memory. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. So that was a piece of cake for you all. Yes. Easy peasy. Okay, so again there comes an easy question. Conversion of domain name of each web server to its corresponding IP addresses. Now whenever, दो चीज हमेशा आप याद रखना कि जो नंबर बेस्ड एड्रेसिंग सिस्टम होता है वो आईपी एड्रेस होता है और कैरेक्टर बेस्ड एड्रेसिंग सिस्टम होता है डोमेन नेम सिस्टम. अब अगर हम लोगों को सबका आईपी एड्रेस याद करना होता तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता किसी भी वेबसाइट को फाइंड आउट करना, सर्च करना. तो इसलिए हमारे पास डोमेन नेम है बिकॉज इट इज लाइक अ डायरेक्टरी. हमको जैसे किसी का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का हमको वेबसाइट विजिट करना है, वी जस्ट राइट द नेम ऑफ दैट वेबसाइट एंड देन देयर इज सम लिंकिंग गोइंग ऑन कि डोमेन नेम is being linked to the IP address, and this thing which is being done internally, that is the domain name resolution. So the answer to this question will be domain name resolution. अब जैसे कि यहाँ पे दो चीज और दे रखे हैं, ARP प्रोटोकॉल एंड RARP प्रोटोकॉल. तो आप हमेशा याद रखना ARP प्रोटोकॉल क्या करता है, it maps the IP address to the physical address, and RARP रिवर्स एड्रेस रिजोल्यूशन प्रोटोकॉल होता है. ARP क्या होता है, एड्रेस रिजोल्यूशन प्रोटोकॉल. इट मैप्स द IP एड्रेस टू फिजिकल एड्रेस and this is the reverse. So it maps the physical address to IP address. So that is the difference. So अगर question आ गया that which protocol is used to convert the IP address to physical address, then we will go for ARP, and if it is the reverse thing, we will go for with RARP. Is it fine? So let us move ahead and let us see the next question. What is there in the store for us? Yes, which of the following is the correct IP version for address? अब आप लोग ये ध्यान रखना कि जो फॉर्मेट है IP एड्रेस का, तो यहाँ पे क्या हो सकता है 255, 255, 255, 255. These are the maximum values. Or it can start from 0, 0, 0, 0 to this one. तो इसमें जब हम ऑप्शंस में देखेंगे, यहाँ सेकेंड पार्ट में 256 है, तो ये करेक्ट नहीं है. इसमें फोर्थ पार्ट में 257, ये करेक्ट नहीं है. इसमें फर्स्ट पार्ट में 256 है, ये करेक्ट नहीं है. एंड हियर ऑल द वैल्यूज आर बिलो 255. Yes, so the correct answer is option 1. Definitely, without a second thought, you can just click on the first answer. Yes, so that is the correct answer. So moving ahead, let us see. Transmission lines do not suffer from, जो transmission line होती है communication के time पे, they do not suffer from attenuation, distortion, regeneration, noise. So the answer will be regeneration. Disturbance होती है, noise भी होता है, distortions भी होते हैं, regeneration नहीं होता है. जब भी हमको एक particular signal को regenerate करना है, तो हमको उसके लिए स्पेशल डिवाइस रिपीटर लगाने पड़ते हैं. Yes, so it suffers from attenuation, it suffers from distortion, and noise does affect the transmission lines. But if you want to re-amplify, regenerate the signal, so repeaters are the devices which will be used. Fine. So let us move ahead and let us see what is the next question. See, that is why I am saying computer section C. How many 12 questions we have done? Let us see how many more questions are there. So let us go to the 13th one. 13th में तो इन्होंने reasoning का दे दिया है. Something related, but the options are given related to computers only. So let us go to 14th question. Okay. So let us go to the 14th one. And IP spoofing sends the IP packet with source address as if someone else has sent the packet, thus cheating the destination. That is absolutely correct. And mobile IP supports mobile data and wireless application. That is also absolutely correct. So both the statements are correct. So the answer will be 1. Yes, so you all can note it down that spoofing means that sending the IP packet with source address, if that's someone else, posing it as that someone else has posted it. So that is absolutely correct. So moving ahead, let us quickly move ahead and let us see what is there next. So 15th question, again, choose the statements. So I think they are loving this type of questions. Yes. So here we go. An operating system loads automatically and controls about everything on the computer. Okay. A word processor is a program that lets you create letters and documents. Fine. A web browser allows users to view the web pages on the internet. Absolutely. A web authoring program lets user to create web pages in HTML. Okay. And spreadsheet is a program for spreading viruses. No. The last statement does not make sense, and all the other statement does make sense, and they are absolutely correct. So what will be the correct answer? Option 2 will be the correct answer. Operating system loads automatically, controls about everything on the computer. Absolutely correct. Word processor is a program that lets you have word processor. हम letters create करते हैं, documents create करते हैं. Web browser allows users to view the web pages on the internet. That is also absolutely correct. Web browser means your Google Chrome, Firefox, Apple Safari. ये सब web browsers हैं. So the obviously when we are checking out the internet, we will first open the browser. That is absolutely correct. So all the 4 statements are correct except for the fifth one. Yes. So let us move ahead. So that was interesting. What do you all say? Yes, interesting. So whoa. So this we have already done. Von Neumann architecture is a computer architecture. Absolutely. Control architecture is a no. That is not the correct one. Control architecture we will do in detail. So it is not. For now, you just remember that it is not a type of computer architecture. So the statement 1 is correct. Statement 2 is incorrect. So that will be the answer. Option 3. Yes. Option 3. Now we go to the 17th. Na? Yes. Consider the following statements about SDLC. What is software development life cycle? So there is a life cycle related to the software development. तो पहले क्या होता है? First step problem को define करते हैं, then requirement is analyzed, देन द सिस्टम इज डिजाइंड, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड टेस्टिंग होती है, और फिर डिप्लॉइंग एंड मेंटेनेंस होता है. सो दैट इज द करेक्ट ऑर्डर विच इज गिवन इन दिस क्वेश्चन. पहले द प्रॉब्लम को डिफाइन करेंगे, उसके बाद क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है क्लाइंट की वो स्टडी होती है, फिर डिजाइन करते हैं कि विच आर्किटेक्चर कौन सा मॉडल हम अप्लाई करेंगे, फिर इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड टेस्टिंग होती है, and उसके बाद डिप्लॉयमेंट एंड मेंटेनेंस होता है. दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली correct. So the answer will be A, B, C, D, E. Option 3 will be the correct answer to this question. So that is the answer. So that is, I think, a lengthy session for you all, but the questions are not ending. I want to finish it off today only. Yes. So question number 18 now. Let us move ahead with 18th question. So a worm is a self-reproducing program. We have learned about worm also. It is a self-reproducing program that infects other programs like a virus. When we talk about worms, तो worms self replicating है, reproducing नहीं है, self replicating है. So the statement is given intentionally to confuse you all. So this is the false statement. It is a self replicating program, and a virus dropper is a program that when run will attempt to install a regular virus onto the hard disk. That is absolutely correct. So the answer to this question will be statement 1 is incorrect, but the statement 2 is correct. Statement 4 is the correct answer to this question. So let us move ahead and let us see what is the next one. 20. Each MAC address. We had a talk on the MAC address also. We were talking that it is a 6 byte, मतलब 48 bit code, या उसको बोल सकते हैं 12 digit hexadecimal number. Each MAC address is a 12 digit hexadecimal number. So that is the correct answer. Option 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Now let us move ahead. Which of the following does not affect a computer's performance? So which one of the following is the correct answer to this question? RAM, yes, definitely it affects, and those who are into gaming उनको तो पता ही होगा कि अगर RAM ज्यादा नहीं है तो कंप्यूटर गेम खेलते समय बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. और CPU does affect, definitely graphic card does affect, keyboard does not affect the computer performance. So yes, the correct answer is keyboard. So that 21, fourth option is the correct answer. Now next 22, let us go. File transfer protocol is the protocol used for transferring the files from one machine to another. That is absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. And TCP/IP is a TCP/IP matlab transmission control protocol, internet protocol. It is a standardized rule that uses no, it does not use a client server model of communication in which name. TCP/IP, it is a communication protocol. It is a two-tier protocol होता है. ट्रांसमिशन कंट्रोल प्रोटोकॉल, आईपी का क्या फंक्शन होता है कि जो भी मैसेज आता है उसको हम कंप्यूटर टर्मिनोलॉजीज में पैकेट्स बोलते हैं. उस पैकेट्स को स्मॉल स्मॉल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करना, उसको एक सीक्वेंस नंबर देना, उसको डेस्टिनेशन तक पहुंचाना, फिर उसको रीअसेंबली करना. दैट इज द फंक्शन ऑफ TCP/IP. जो हमने OSI मॉडल किया था 7 layers, डू यू रिमेम्बर? All people seems to need data processing. I told you application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, and network layer, and physical and application. So these are the layers. तो ये उससे भी पुराना एक प्रोटोकॉल है. So it is not based on the client server. Only first statement is correct. So are you observing कि क्वेश्चन का लेवल तो बहुत अच्छा खासा है, तो इसलिए हमारी तैयारी भी वैसी ही होनी चाहिए. डू यू अग्री और नॉट विथ मी? नाउ रोम के बारे में हमने डिटेल में पढ़ा है पहले भी. Type of ROM that can be erased by electrical signals instead of exposure to the UV rays. So what will be the answer? What do you say? Yes. First, what you know, do that one. Volatile memory, RAM है, ये तो सब confident है. Type of ROM that can be programmed with a special hardware device, programmable. Type of ROM that can be erased and can be reprogrammed to record the new information, EPROM. टाइप ऑफ रोम दैट कैन बी इरेज बाय इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल्स। तो यहाँ पे इसका फुल फॉर्म ही क्या है? इलेक्ट्रिकली इरेजेबल प्रोग्रामेबल रीड ओनली मेमोरी। याद है कि इसलिए वो इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल से इरेज हो जाएगा। इलेक्ट्रिकली इरेजेबल प्रोग्रामेबल रीड ओनली मेमोरी। सो द आंसर इज 4। टाइप ऑफ रोम दैट कैन बी इरेज एंड चिप कैन बी प्रोग्राम EPROM. Yes, so that is the correct answer. So you can just look out in the option according to the explanation given. Which of the following computer channel? Now see, Nyquist theorem, that is again unexpected question, but just remember that C is equal to 2 into B log L to the base of 2. So that is the Nyquist theorem. Now application of it is beyond your, they will not ask for the explanation. The formula bhi unhone, that is of very high level na. So but it is coming, so that is why it is your duty to remember all these things, no? So the answer to it is option 2. Which of the following is not a function of data link layer? So process, now see, physical addressing इसका function है, flow control, error control, ये तीनों फंक्शन है। प्रोसेस टू प्रोसेस कम्युनिकेशन नहीं है। डेटा लिंक लेयर जो होता है उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड टू एंड कम्युनिकेशन होता है। So again, the layers I will take up in detail. Okay, all the layers, application layer, physical layer, presentation, उन सब के detail में हम function जरूर करेंगे. So don't worry about it. Fine. So let us move ahead and let us see what is there. 26, question number 26. See, so 30 questions are there, I think. So processor management schedules the process and allocates the CPU time to each process. Absolutely. File management manages the files stored on the secondary storage device. Both the statements are correct. Absolutely correct. Dono statement correct. So let us move ahead and see what is there next. 27. Types of malware that either blocks the user from accessing their own data or threatens to publish the data online and demands payment. Whenever the demands of payment is there, that is nothing but ransomware. Is it not? So the answer to it will be option 3. Option 3 will be the answer, ransomware. Yes, so that is the answer to the question. Clear? So this we have done. पूरा वायरस और साइबर सिक्योरिटी के बारे में हमने अच्छे से डिटेल में क्लास की है। सो ये आप देख लेना। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट एन इनपुट डिवाइस? लाइट पेन इनपुट डिवाइस है, स्कैनर भी इनपुट डिवाइस है, जॉयस्टिक भी इनपुट डिवाइस है, मॉनिटर आउटपुट डिवाइस है। दैट वाज इजी वन। देन now next 29th question, let's just see viruses that change their characteristics. That changes their characteristics as they inject. That is the polymorphic viruses, the name of the viruses. Now, viruses that try to actively hide themselves. Stealth virus. Virus inject the form and the exe file. So a file virus. Virus that add files that run first to your disk. That is the companion viruses. So these names you should also remember. The companion kya hai, stealth kya hai. So this you have to read it properly. Yes. So answer is option 2. Option 2 is the answer to this question. So moving ahead, the last question of the day. Let us see what is the last question. What is the level of it? Which of the following is not related to security services? So confidentiality is related, integrity is related, availability is related, authentication is related, isolation is not related. So see, these were the 30 questions which were asked in the IGNOU assistant exams. And that is very, very important. So I just quickly took up this entire 30 क्वेश्चंस, क्योंकि अभी दिल्ली पुलिस का भी एग्जाम आ रहा है जिसमें कंप्यूटर सेक्शन इज मैंडेटरी। बहुत सारे बैंकिंग एग्जाम्स है उसमें कंप्यूटर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। सो आई थिंक to just bring it on time, it will definitely help you all for preparing for the exams ahead. So all the best everyone, and keep supporting and do subscribe and share and like and motivate me. So thank you everyone. Take care.